we are headed to a bakery that Don says that normal tourists just don't appreciate.
That was awful.
If you're new here, we're Kyle and Maddie.
That was pretty good.
This is our friend Dan. We met him when hiking to Everest Base Camp back in November 2022 when we agreed to let a complete stranger hike and sleep in the same room, sometimes the same bed as us, for 2 weeks straight. The rest is history. And if you don't know us, we're an American couple that's in the process of shipping our self-converted van over to Europe to start European van life. While our little tiny home is making its way over the pond, we've decided to invade Dan's space at his home, and in return of our presence, he gets to reluctantly show us around London for a day as a local turned tourist in his own city.
The day starts brain-smacking early as I, Maddie, had to get my passport renewed at the U.S. Embassy.
U.S. Embassy is right behind me, and Maddie is getting her passport renewed there right now, so see her when she gets out.
All done. They're like really strict in there.
How was it?
It's scary.
Yeah?
They're like, let me bring my fingernail clippers in.
Alright, she's finally out of the U.S. Embassy in London, and how did it go?
It was super easy. Honestly, like you just go in, you go through like a bunch of different people, and then they give you a ticket, and they call your ticket number, and you come up. And apparently I didn't even have to come in, I could have mailed it in. But I don't live here, so I don't know how like that would have worked. It costs the same, costs $130 to renew it, and it'll only take 2 to 3 weeks to renew it instead of 13 in the US right now.
But now that she's out of there, we are going to spend our entire day in London. And I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do yet. We're going to sit down in a coffee shop and figure that out. Our little Dandel, he made our plans for the day.
Yes, after I asked you to do it.
He did. He did ask me to do it, but I asked if he knew a little bit more. So we got a local here, you know. So we are headed to the subway, and I think our first stop is Buckingham Palace. So
woo! Rest in peace.
So easy here. It's the easiest subway system we've ever seen. Dan would probably kill me if he heard me call it a subway though. It's a tube.
where's Queen Lizzie? Just so you guys know, we have the Charles Schwab card that reimburses us for all ATM fees, so definitely the way to go. Get a Charles Schwab bank.
We've made it to the Buckingham Palace, which technically is where the royal family lives. Dan was telling us that they don't really live here a lot, and like Queen Elizabeth liked to live at her like vacation home instead. But as you can tell, it's not touristy here at all. Like not at all. But I feel like people are yelling behind me. Are they? Yeah. So yeah.
See Poppy.
Dan, what do you think of the?
Oh, it's thrilling, you know. It's just,
It is all really pretty.
the monarch's a very contentious subject.
But we already do have other tourists making fun of us for filming, so
Yeah.
pros of filming over in a Western country. So
And we look touristy in a very touristy area.
okay. We're all tourists here. So we left the Buckingham Palace, and actually right on the way, I think we're going to Big Ben right now, but there was a little like park next to a little pond, and we're walking by that right now, and all the squirrels are like coming up to you, and it's just really nice. I didn't think there was this much nature in the city of London, so pretty cool.
Hey Kyle, could you give me a bottle of water?
I'll give you a bottle of water. Maddie?
I'm not biting.
Maddie?
Huh? I'm not biting today.
A bottle of water?
No. Let's go.
It's Big Ben. Yes. I said I've been waiting my entire life for this moment to see Big Ben. Dan's super unimpressed about all this stuff, but it's actually pretty cool for us to come and see. So
I like seeing your faces.
I just noticed something super important. First of all, check out the booth, telephone booth. I mean, what we all think about when we think about London. But
It's so classic.
we were walking through like a non-touristy area for a minute, and then we came right up to Big Ben, and there's like 12 telephone booths. So they just know how to cater to the tourists here. It's perfect.
It
But
really is.
looking at Big Ben up close, it's really pretty.
Doesn't work. Big Ben's going off. She happy for you. So we've now, right next to Big Ben is the London Bridge.
This definitely is not the London Bridge, but here's Dan telling us it is the London Bridge.
Is it London?
We actually asked Dan the significance of it, and he said it's in London. So
It's in London. You're run out of names, aren't you?
those are our historical facts of the day. But then right from the London Bridge
Again, not the London Bridge.
is the London Eye, which is a gigantic Ferris wheel that I'm sure is $1 million to go on.
Guys, are we going on the eye?
But it's still really pretty to see. Right by the Big Ben, right by the Parliament building. It's all really pretty. You don't know?
No.
Guys, are we going on the eye?
I don't think so.
That's like $60 to go.
So for anybody wondering how expensive the London Eye is, it's £45 a piece like we just showed. And we won't be going on that, so yeah. If you want to go on it, be prepared to spend some big money.
There's probably better things that we can spend our money on.
Yeah. So
I think.
we're gonna move on and find some other free things to do.
So fun fact, when you get the road signs that say 25 miles, it's 25 miles to this point, Trafalgar Square.
After doing a little fact checking of our own, Dan was wrong. To be fair, this was Dan about 30 seconds before taking this clip.
It's gonna get fact checked and everyone's gonna be like, it's full of shit.
It's okay, go.
Just 25 miles? What about when
Whatever
you're
the
like
number
40 miles?
is.
Oh, okay.
Wherever it says London, whatever number, it's to that point.
So not just 25
No,
miles.
that's just a...
Para allá, sí.
Carl said that the Queen bathes in this once a year so they can sell the water with it.
No. Something for like her royalty. No, made it up.
Oh my god, it's Ed Sheeran. Not Ed Sheeran. We are headed to a bakery that Don says that normal tourists just don't appreciate.
That was awful.
That was pretty good.
Alright, but yeah, we are gonna fill our stomachs a little bit because it's noon and we're going to a place called Greg's that Dan says a normal tourist wouldn't go to, so
I don't appreciate it.
let's see what they've got. Alright, so for 5 items, it was only £9. And the one thing that Dan said we have to try is the steak bake. So it seems pretty cheap for all this.
What is that?
I don't know what one this is.
There's a quiz online where people do the quiz and
this is cheese.
figure out what it is based on the pattern that's on top.
This one's cheese.
Okay.
So there's cheese coming out.
Okay.
Okay, I think this one's steak bake.
Start.
Ready? I don't know if you can see inside of that. This is like for this it's like £1.95, and the inside is like steak with a gravy, and it's really good. I'm really hungry too, but it's still really good. Here, try.
Tastes exactly like what a beef roast that we'd have at home. It's exactly what it tastes like.
Just in like a croissant.
It's so good. I'm really not sure if I'm starving or if this is really, really good.
So we made a big mistake earlier, and Dan told us that London Bridge was right next to Big Ben. He was wrong.
That was the Westminster Bridge.
Yeah, that was Westminster Bridge, so don't tear us apart, but now we're actually on London Bridge, so yeah, fix that mistake.
And it's not falling.
Yeah.
We made it to Borough Market. We would say Borough Market. Dan pronounces it Borough Market. But it's pretty much this like open air market that is insanely busy and a ton of people are coming and eating. And it's like a ton of different stalls to eat at and little stands, and it actually looks super cool and it smells amazing in here, so I'm excited.
Yeah, Maddie and I are probably gonna split something to eat, but everything looks really good, so let's see what we find. So Maddie and I are going to split a pie and maybe something else, but all these pies are like, they're unique. Warm.
Could I have a free ranger? Warm.
All right, we got our pie. We had to leave though because it's just so busy. But our pie that we got is called a free ranger. It's like free range chicken, leek, ham, a couple other things. It sounds pretty good though. So we're getting really tired, and it's getting really touristy out, really busy.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Leek is like an onion type thing. So that mixed with like the chicken, it tastes a lot like a chicken pot pie would at home. Just like a little bit like even more savory. It's so good.
It tastes pretty similar to a chicken pot pie at home, but this is a really good one.
Yeah.
I definitely give this a thumbs up.
This was £5, so not like the worst ever.
Not too terrible. I mean, everything's expensive in London, so pretty good. All right, last bite.
Can we walk over to the river after this?
Delicious. Definitely get a pie from Pie Minster.
It's so good.
All right,
Great.
moving on. Only a couple things left. We are worn out.
It's a marathon here, not a sprint.
Yep. We ready, guys?
Yeah, can we walk over to the river
Yep.
and chill?
Yep. Let's go. All right, last stop on our big day out in London is London Bridge, or not London Bridge, sorry, Tower Bridge and London Tower, or is it the Tower of London?
Tower of London.
Tower of London.
London Bridge.
And Tower Bridge.
Tower of London and Tower Bridge.
Okay.
Tower of London and Tower Bridge.
Yes.
Last stop of the day. So,
Last time. Oh, look at
and it
that.
actually is a really pretty view.
Not the worst view for a nap.
I guess we're just gonna end our day sitting in the grass looking at Tower Bridge. We're not gonna walk across it, not gonna go to the tower.
It's been a long day. We've been up since 6 this morning from
Yep.
my embassy meeting, so
But we had a pretty good day in London.
Yeah.
Good food, good sights to see.
London's cool.
Yeah.
I like London.
Well, guess we'll see what town we go to next.
Yeah. Join us for van life as we start van lifing around Europe in a few days.
Yeah.
See you later.